Robbie, 4-2 win against Brightlingsea Regent after being 2-0 down. What's your overall thoughts?
Overall thoughts was they started better than us. They won early on. They were winning the battles, first tackles, first headers, even second balls. We were slow out the gate, and it was a great goal for Alfie just on the stroke of half time. Probably changed the momentum of the game and got into him a little bit at half time. Just to say we've got to go through the gears, we've got to pass and move a little bit quicker and penetrate a bit quicker. And I thought we scored, 3 really good goals. Yes, the keeper's made sort of a mistake, or should probably do better with Alfie's shot. I thought the goals we scored second half were class, and I think one thing that was so evident is how fit the lads looked. And if we got that going into the latter stages of games, we're going to be a handful for every team.
Well, we've got 4 games in 9 days. Just like you said, the players look much fitter, and credit to Dave Birmingham, like I told you before, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. It's not me, it's not Jake. We coach the lads, but Birmingham's job is to get the lads fit, try and get injuries out the system. And I think what he's done is not only you see it just visually to the players, it's just everything that he's brought: professionalism, a winning mentality, and it's starting to pay off. Hopefully that can keep in the long run, can keep going. But we can't. I certainly, from a manager's point of view, I can't. I'm so grateful to have him in, and I always respect that every single day.
As we know, football's a squad game, and you had to make a couple of changes today with Cameron Black. Just a slight problem with his knee, and Pato with a flex injury. So hopefully they're not too serious.
No, because I give Cam the option. He wasn't going to start, but I gave him the option if he wanted to be on the bench because of his knee, and he wanted to be on the bench. But luckily, we didn't have to bring him on. And because he's got a bit of tendinitis above the knee, which is obviously it may be caused by the 4G pitches. I don't know, because obviously he pulled out and trained on Thursday. So we have to monitor that, because our next 2 away games are all on 4G, so we have to be careful with that. But I just thought Mag's coming in, it's been brilliant, strong, commanding, a leader, and I thought you've seen so many leaders there in the second half.
Yeah, well, like I say, it's a squad game. We saw the likes of Chalet and Calvin coming back too. How important is it for them at the crunch stage of the season?
Massive. I think like you say, you've got 4 games in 9 days, so you need that squad of players. And when you replace one, you're bringing Calvin on for Joe Briffa. It's not a bad replacement. You're bringing Isaac on for Alfie and people like that. So that's where we've got to be. And if we have that, we have the competition for places, then it should only stem us in good stead, really.
And I thought, although Alfie's goal, the second goal, goalkeeper should have done better. How was it important just to have a shot? Because you never know what would happen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's took it early. He's gone through a wall of players. He's got it on target. It's a great strike, to be fair to the kid, and he's got that in the locker. I'd like him to start scoring little tap-ins, and then even Nathan's is the best, because he clears it off the line, and then he comes back to him, and then he manages to score. So yeah, listen, we needed that little bit of luck. Did we get the luck in the second half? Because we deserved it, I think. But overall, a game. Forget about the first half. The game lasts 96 minutes, which it did today. Yeah. And over the course of the game, I think everyone would agree that the best team won the game.
Oh yeah, the second half it could have been more, but 4 goals is a good. Scoring 4 goals and the confidence going on to Tuesday. Bishop Stortford, I don't know how they got on today, but they were top.
Yeah, they won 3-0.
So they won 3-0. Yeah, they are a good side. But if we play like we did second half, we can be a match for anyone, can't we, Robbie?
Absolutely. And I say the one thing is, if you can run and you're fit and you can keep running, you should have an advantage. So, yeah, really pleased. We've got the games coming up, so we have to freshen it up a little bit, making sure we're ready for Tuesday. But we've got to keep on that momentum, building momentum, and that's 3 now. 3 wins on the spin, including the Sussex Senior Cup. But to score 12 goals in 3 games is pretty good. So we just got to keep on with that, because we have got players in the final third that can score goals. So we just got to keep on with that.
Well, we saw Joe Roberts go down holding his stomach, and Alfie Bridgman just possibly with a bit of cramp. Is there any news on them? Do you think it's a bit early?
A little bit early. I think Joe's going to be all right. I think Alfie will be fine as well. I think he's come off because he made that mistake at the end. But no, I think we're all right. I think we've come through the injuries. Hopefully Pato's a little bit stronger. And obviously, we'll have to assess Cam, but obviously he was complaining in the warm-up about it, so we'll have to see that. But no, listen, just everything, even everything at the minute was a good feel-good factor about the place. Inevitably, Pete, that comes from confidence of winning games and good performances, and we've got to keep that. We've got good people around us. Burmese come in, Jamie, and obviously Russ with analysis and everything like that. What's going forward for the youth team? It's all really, really pleasing stuff, and as a club and as a team on and off the pitch, we've got to striving to get better. You know, you see the scoreboard. I mean, you look around here, you go to some places, no disrespect, then you come here, and sometimes you always worry because it's just a lovely place to come. And I'm pretty sure
teams like playing here.
Teams love playing here because the surface is good. They know they're going to get a game of football, facilities like that. So we've got to keep on with that. But what we have to have is that mentality to win games, and hopefully we can keep that.
Well, sometimes on a Tuesday night, attendances are hard to get due to work and stuff. But have you got a message for the fans to come along and support the boys on Tuesday?
Absolutely. You know, listen, we understand the circumstances of thingy, but the more people we have, the more people. You know, you see in the second half, they're encouraging the players, got a bit of belief, and it just gives you that extra yard. And obviously, you know, the supporters are fantastic. So, you know, just keep bringing them. You know, we're trying in everything we do. We're trying to add quality. We're trying to get a team that plays on the front foot, exciting football. And I think certainly in the second half we've seen that.
Cheers, Robbie. Thank you.
Man.